Sunrise.
Alright, so I've officially changed my mind on Sonic Frontiers. I am now a little more excited going into this game's release. Now I want to make this crystal clear before we get started because some people don't seem to understand this, but you cannot fully judge a game before said game has released. You can only judge what you've seen in terms of the trailers, in terms of the gameplay. It's not fair to judge the rest of the game and just say it's going to be a complete waste of time because again, the game isn't out yet. And I don't think people again seem to understand this. Like, bro, if you know who I'm talking about, you know who I'm talking about. But anyway, I've been a Sonic fan since I was a child, and as we all know, some of his games haven't exactly been the best. So when a new game is announced, I always go into it being cautiously optimistic. I especially learned my lesson with this with Sonic Forces, because when this game was first announced, it said it was going to have classic Sonic, it was going to be like the 3D boost levels. I was like, yeah, this game's going to be great. What could possibly go wrong? It's probably just going to be like Generations, but with newer levels and everything. But of course, the more and more of that game was shown, the worse it looked, and then the game, of course, released. And as we all know, the game turned out to be incredibly mid. But it seems like an opposite effect is happening with Frontiers. The more that is shown, the better the game actually looks. Because I'm going to be real, when this IGN first stuff was coming out, I was like, what the heck is going on? It wasn't necessarily the fact that I thought the game looked bad. It's just what they were showing was awful. It was so boring. And I was like, what is going on in the marketing team department's head? Like, are they trying to make this game look bad or something? I think it was just because they split up the gameplay and were trying to be like technical and show all the new things. But they didn't need to do that. They just needed to drop a solid trailer, then a bit of uncut gameplay, and the guy playing it is actually good at playing the game, and it would have been perfectly fine. But again, the game just looked the opposite of what Sonic should be. It was slow, boring, and the game itself, you know, didn't exactly look the cleanest. And I know it was a early build, but they should have specified this. Let's be real. And then as things went on, we found out little bits of information from leaks and people who've played the game saying, oh, it's going to have this, it's going to have that, this is an early build. And I was like, okay, that makes things a little bit better. And then, of course, they had that sort of private demo showcase and the guy went around leaking it, showing the cyberspace levels. I was like, oh, okay, that could be interesting. And then the Nintendo Direct trailer dropped and things look so much better in the trailer. Nintendo did a better job marketing this game than Sonic team did themselves. So yeah, when this trailer dropped, like a lot of people, my hope was restored a little bit. I was like, okay, this is more like it. The game actually looks fun here. And then from that point, it was little droplets of information. And then, of course, recently, the Gamescom trailer released. And it looks fantastic. The game looks so much better. They showed more information. They've shown it's Amy. We know about other characters being in the game. And I am genuinely more excited to go into this game. They've shown us a new area. I believe it's called Ares Island or something like that. Looks really cool. I had enough of seeing that first area. And then today, a few hours ago, they finally showed us more screenshots and gameplay from what the people played at Gamescom. And yeah, the game looks just a million times better overall. The animations are a lot smoother. They've changed some of the clunky animations, like with the battling and stuff, and Sonic has a fall animation now. They've shown us more of the new island. Looks great. Sonic looks a lot faster. The people playing the game actually know how to play a Sonic game. The cyberspace levels, even though they are old levels and people have had enough of Green Hill Zone and Chemical Plant Zone, they still look pretty fun. I especially like this Destroyed City one. I don't actually know what this one is based off of. Like, it's definitely not like Crisis City or nothing like that, I don't think, but it looks good. It looks really good. We know Big the Cat's in the game. We know Knuckles is supposedly the one you rescue on that new desert island. The game looks good. It looks really, really good. I think it's safe to say that the lead up to launch for this game has definitely been a roller coaster ride. It's gone from being, this game looks bad, oh, it actually looks kind of good, it's bad. And now hopefully there's going to be no more surprises. There's going to be probably a little bit more information. They're going to drop like a final trailer and everything just before the November release. And then when the game comes out, let's hope that there's no big surprise and the game actually turns out to be terrible. Again, I'm going into this one cautiously optimistic, but I'm a little more on the excited side now than I was before, and let's just say I'm keeping an eye out on new information that's being shown. And yeah, I mean, I'm glad they're taking a risk here. You know, they could have just gone for the same linear 3D boost levels like they always do, but they're trying something new, so at least got to give them respect for that. And yeah, if some more gameplay and whatnot is shown, maybe we'll talk about it on here. I have got a reaction to the Gamescom trailer if you want to see that. Make sure to subscribe, and yeah, Hopefully this game is good.
Sunrise.